Cause: Jim Henson's Muppet-Vision 3D opens in the early 90s. Effect: Muppet-Vision 3D gives joy to a little Brie who becomes obsessed with the Muppets for the rest of her life. For example, my dog's name is Kermit, check how he reps his namesake with his fit. He's also got mad hops like a frog, don't you know? Cause: Disney made this monstrous announcement. Effect: a now adult Brie does this.
I just booked a ticket to Disney World. I'm gonna go see Muppets one last time.
And I did it. I recorded a glorious 3 hours of footage, but because my short form content has been doing so well, I've condensed it down to a minute and a half. Kidding, mostly kidding. First order of business, manicure. These were my rainbow nails for the trip. I was obsessed then, I'm obsessed now. The day before departure.
This time tomorrow, I'm gonna be in Disney World. It's all about Muppets this time. I'm not going anywhere other than Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride. So let's pack a suitcase, shall we?
Next order of business, packing. Fresh gear, y'all. Breaking it down briefly, I always struggle with my feet when I go to Disney, so I got some items that I was hopeful would help me out with any sort of discomfort I might encounter. I finally invested in a reusable straw because paper straws are the worst. Some new battery packs for my phone, including this one that you can swap out inside the parks. But enough of that boring business. Let's talk about the fun stuff. Gonzo has been my all-time favorite since I was a kid, so I wanted to wear something each day that represented him. Enter this subtle but stunning necklace. But my favorite purchase was this stunning new Fozzie Bear Loungefly. The texture, the lining, and especially the rubber chicken zipper pull just kind of pushed it over the edge for me. I did go during the winter, so I needed some sort of covering. I settled on this black hooded cardigan that was a gift from my mom. It was perfect for a Muppets themed trip because it allowed me to do this. After downloading dozens of episodes of The Muppet Show onto my phone, it was time to head up to that big ol' airport in Atlanta. Not so sunny Florida, here I come. Is there a more beautiful sight in all the land? My room at the lovely All-Star Movies Resort was not quite ready, so I popped into the food court and grabbed some breakfast. My very first bite of Disney food of the trip was a lemon meringue stuffed croissant. Before this, I did not know that such a thing existed. Now that I do, I'm grateful that it does. Remember how I said I was visiting in the winter? Yeah, that makes my next decision kind of ill-advised. This year, Disney has a promotion going on for resort guests. They can visit the water parks on their first day at no additional cost. In this economy, I'm not gonna waste a bargain on a water park date, regardless of cooler weather. Pfft, cold weather. It's a ski resort in Florida. How bad can it be?
Let's go.
Anyway, I finally got the text that my room was ready, so I headed back there. I was going into Disney Springs to grab some dinner, which gave me a chance to show off one of my new Muppet shirts from Etsy. This one paying homage to the world's finest rat-owned pizzeria.
Disney Springs, time to snack and shop and all that good stuff.
Best themed candy shop on property. Not the best candy shop on property, but certainly the best themed. Pro tip, if you're ever chilly on the marketplace side of Disney Springs, just sit outside here for a little bit. You'll toast right up. Bonus points if you grab one of these.
Good morning, it's day 2. I had a little friend pop up on my face and I decided to treat it with one of these Mickey patches. It's not glitter, Mickey shaped confetti. It's a little patch for little jerk faces that pop up on your face just before vacation. Yeah, let's get up and get ready. We got a rope drop to get to.
Morning routine with a Snow White bow headband is optional, but highly recommended. For day 2, I opted for this patriotic stunner. If you would like to get in on this or any of the other items that are featured in this video, links will be provided down in the description. One bus ride later, and I was in studios. Before hitting up the courtyard, I decided to grab some breakfast and see some sights over in Batu. The breakfast wrap is always very tasty, but this coffee was not it. Did not care for it.
Rise of Resistance has a single rider line. I didn't realize that. that was my first time doing a single rider of Rise of the Resistance. I got them mixed up because they call apparently single rider solos those imperialist scum, which is really cute. It was definitely faster. Like, you got on like almost immediately, but you miss out on the pre-show and setting up the story, and it's your only chance to see Rey. But if you've done it before and you're not sentimental about that stuff, it's a great option to like beat the line a little bit. Just so long as you don't mind getting separated from your party. But if you're by yourself, it's not a big deal.
Now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Take it in. Take it in. Oh, hey, Daisy. And Donald. Oh my gosh. Gonzo's bathroom. Pizza Rizzo. And her stately regalness.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Her.
I spent a lot of time in the courtyard this trip, just recording as many little details that stuck out to me, but I know there are just as many that I missed. After reminiscing in the courtyard, I was ready to watch the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational show of all time.
Muppet's courtyard was making me too emotional, so I am going to scope out their new home, so to speak. Is that just my way of saying I'm going to ride Rock and Roller Coaster? Yes it is. I don't dislike Pixar by any means. I get a little infuriated to see them taking over like every part of the parks, I have a similar reaction with Frozen. Just like, you have more than two things, Disney. You're more than Pixar and Frozen. You're also Muppets. I sincerely hope that when Muppets retheme this area, they give this to the Swedish chef. It's time he has his own food station, okay? Got Rock and Roller Coaster here. I've been kind of a pessimist all day, but I'm gonna say this from my glass half full personality. How cool is it that Muppets is taking over one of the most popular rides in Disney World? They're giving Muppets like one of their premier attractions. I hope Muppets is all over this courtyard. I don't want there to be anything sophisticated or cool left in this courtyard. It's just not all gonna be Muppets. I really hope for that. Imagineering, please, like, go crazy with the Muppets when you get your hands on this place. This used to be one of the most in-demand attractions in Disney World. Now it doesn't really get beyond a 5-minute wait. I guarantee this is gonna get rethemed at some point. I don't know what they would retheme it to, though. You got any ideas? Let me know in the comments. What are they probably gonna do with Star Tours? I still love you, Star Tours.
Now for the most random thing I did on this trip. I had a photo shoot in front of Gonzo's bathroom wearing this shirt. When am I going to have such a chance again, I ask you? When? Then I went to watch Muppet-Vision. Again. The queue is packed full of so many details. You really did always feel like you were backstage at the Muppet Theater. Afterwards, I was feeling emotional again, especially after I locked eyes with this gentleman. So I felt like the best remedy for that would be a free fall. Tower of Terror has one of my favorite queues in all of Disney. Like, I don't even mind doing standby for it. The abundance of greenery outside makes even the hot days bearable, and the interior just has so many little details that you notice something different each time. You really do feel like an urban explorer trespassing into an abandoned hotel, and I love it. That was fun! Now back to business. Some of y'all may have figured this out by now, but my goal with this trip was to document as much of the show as I could, with the end goal of editing all of my footage into a master compilation of Muppet-Vision 3D. I wouldn't realize until the following day that this was a fool's errand, so stay tuned for that, I suppose. Man, Pizza Rizzo's neon sure looks pretty at dusk, but Batu in the evening is pretty nice too. Sorry, Hondo, you might need me to get the Calaxium, but I have my own mission objective, thank you very much. 1 popcorn bucket for my nephew procured. For my final viewings of the day, I paid close attention to the animatronics that are part of Muppet-Vision. Our 2 favorite armchair critics, Statler and Waldorf, were especially impressive to watch. They were never really static. They responded to the actions on screen just as any audience member would.
We surrender! We surrender!
Ernie Fernie see the verdi, never dory, they know the woman, bork bork the Swedish chef. I think I have watched Muppet-Vision 6 or 7 times today, and I regret nothing. I'm off to get some dinner at the greatest restaurant in Disney World, Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. Does it have the best food in Disney World? No. But is it still the best restaurant in Disney World? Absolutely. It's been my favorite since I was a kid. Let's go to the drive-in. Let's go to the drive-in. Let's go to the drive-in and have some fairly decent food. So long, Sci-Fi Dine-In. It's tasty, I love you. You know, there are people that will criticize Sci-Fi Dine-In, say it doesn't have very good food. You know what? The food is fine. The burger I got tonight, it was really good. It was 2 smash patties, so it wasn't as heavy, and I enjoyed it. You know, you can't beat that atmosphere. It's funny how many of the movies featured in their montage became installments of Mystery Science Theater 3000, or MST3K for my Misties out there. And I might be in the minority here, but I actually think it would be a really cute place to have a date. You know, you could do the arm stretchy next to your date in the car. Let me know what y'all think. Would Sci-Fi Dine-In be a good date spot? Headed back to the resort now, and I'll check in with y'all soon.
Amazing king-size bed. Look. There's the end of the bed. There's more bed. And there's more bed. There's the end. It's so huge. It's so huge. I can starfish. Can you tell I'm really tired, but I don't want to... I gotta wash my face still. But I'm so tired.
I did a biggie, an actor's life for me.
Guess who overslept and now has less than an hour to get ready. Whoops. For my final park day, I just had to represent this icon. Back in studios, I made a beeline for Slinky Dog Dash and breakfast. On my way to Muppet's Courtyard, I might have made a small detour. The Chinese theater is a beautiful, beautiful show building. Like, I appreciate that they didn't do anything to the show building itself when they reimagined this attraction into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But at the same time, it really does not fit the tone of that attraction. It's so elegant and Art Deco. Juxtapose that with posters from the Mickey Mouse shorts, which are very good. If you haven't seen them and you're a Disney fan, you need to watch them. Definitely the queue in Disneyland fits the tone of the attraction more. I appreciate that they didn't want to destroy this amazing building just to, you know, shoehorn in an attraction, but at the same time, it feels like a really shoehorned attraction.
Morning, beautiful. Took like 5 or 6 times, but I finally got recognized by a cast member today. They're like, "This isn't your first time watching this show, is it?" I'm like, "Nope."
Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady.
I have seen that show countless times over the years. I've seen it countless times over the last 2 days. But I was today years old when it finally dawned on me that Animal does not appear in Muppet-Vision 3D. And that's a pretty glaring omission. Like, they have Bean Bunny, like, in an extended supporting role, but no Animal. Like, Animal's like Muppet Babies royalty.
By now it was lunchtime, so y'all know what that means. For lunch was pizza, obviously. I have the taste buds of a toddler when it comes to pizza, so pepperoni is always my fave. A Caesar salad, my reusable straw saw some action. For dessert, I had the pizza cookie, which is a cookie that is made to look like a pizza. It was a lot of raspberry jam and royal icing and a lot of sugar cookie, so not really my tastes, but as the old saying goes, we only go this way once, so eat the pizza cookie, dang it. I made sure to grab the pressed pennies before I ventured upstairs.
It's always a sad day on your Disney trip when you get your email from Delta saying that it's time to check in for your flight. I got a new sense of appreciation from walking around in Pizza Rizzo. There was so much Imagineering that went on, like subtle little touches. Like the Muppet caricatures, I had no idea those were up there. They had storytelling like on the side of the building, in the bathrooms, you know, upstairs. It's unbelievable.
Guess what I did next? During this screening, I filmed the penguins, and as I was exiting, a thought occurred to me. Surely there have been other parties who have filmed Muppet-Vision before, and would they have done a better job than me and my crappy little cell phone? The short answer is yes. The long answer is...
I found a video on the old YouTubes of a full, like, walkthrough, playthrough of Muppet-Vision 3D. And it's gorgeous. There's no noise. It's close-ups of the animatronics. It's perfect. So that makes all the work I've been doing kind of for naught.
I was feeling relatively downtrodden at this juncture, and then an angel in the form of a cast member appeared.
I am so happy right now. A cast member, a lovely, lovely cast member, she asked me if I wanted to see the back half of the queue that they don't open at Muppet-Vision. When I was a kid, that queue got opened up frequently, like when the lines were particularly long. It's hard to believe, but there was a time when Muppet-Vision warranted like a longer standby line. It's Muppet-Vision now, you know, long queue isn't really necessary, and so that queue doesn't get opened up really. It's officially considered a backstage area. When she came up to me and she's like, "Would you like to see the back half of the queue?" I was like, heck yeah! She let me take pictures, all the pictures I wanted. She let me film back there. Imagineering in the 90s, there were so many details in that queue. Just in the queue. You know, not even the ride itself, there were little details. And Imagineering in the 90s, it's unparalleled. I just want them to like put as much time and care into the details that they did originally that made Muppets Courtyard and Muppet-Vision such a special place.
She was even kind enough to show me some secrets in the pre-show area, like this hidden Mickey and this very subtle Easter egg to the Mickey Mouse Club. After that, I went to have dinner at this super fancy joint.
This place is so classy. I always forget. It's so funny to find such a nice restaurant and theme park, but it's here. It's the Brown Derby. The ones in the gold frames are apparently the ones that are authentic to the original Brown Derby.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you ever need a payphone, there are some in the Brown Derby. After dinner, well, there was just one thing left to do. First, I changed into the most appropriate shirt yet, and then I geared myself for one last show.
I'm gonna go watch Muppet-Vision one last time. My mom gave me some good advice. She said, watch it like you're 6 years old again watching it for the first time. I got misty when she mentioned it too. Let's go. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights.
Chuck! Over here! Come here, Chuck!
You know, the mouse might not have given the Muppets their flowers, but I am proud to say that the masses certainly did.
I love that after every show, the audience applauds. You know, like every show I've been in, the audience applauds.
Come see us again sometime.
Normally people who clap at movies are kind of laughed at because they're like, the actors can't hear you. I like to think that Jim can hear them.
I know that change is inevitable and that you can't stop it, but that doesn't make it any easier to let go of something that meant so much to you. But as a wise man once said, life's like a movie, write your own ending, keep believing, keep pretending we've
done just what we set out to do. Thanks to the lovers, the dreamers.
Hey y'all, editing / filming Brie here. I wanted to take a minute to really give recognition to this cast member. I'm still concerned about her getting in trouble, so I'm not gonna say her name here, even though the attraction has since closed. This is directly to you if you're watching this. You went above and beyond. You made my trip. I could feel the love and appreciation you had for your attraction, and I am so glad that you shared that love and enthusiasm with me. You are everything a cast member should be. Walt would be proud of you, Jim would be proud of you. I really hope you get to see this. Internet, if y'all could just spread this as far as you can. She was a cast member from Muppet-Vision 3D, and her name starts with an A. So I really hope she gets to see this, and I hope she knows that I appreciate her so much. Thank you for doing what you did. You made magic happen for me that day. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you see, please sure to give me a like. And if you want to see even more, you could potentially hit that little subscribe button. Happy travels, happy watching, and I'll see y'all real soon. You liked. Ooh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Blech. AQB, why didn't y'all tell me? Been filming. Whoopsie dude. I just went on a whole spiel and I realized a little too late that I wasn't filming.